The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to television's most exciting hour, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I'm John Roberts alongside United Television Champion Dan Joseph. Now this week we're going to give you a very special look at the 10 pounds of leather and gold, the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
Man, there is so much history, so much prestige when it comes to that title, and when you take a look at some of the matches we'll be showing, it's no wonder why.
Absolutely. We've been so fortunate to have the NWA World's title play a prominent role on this programming for over 10 years. And when you talk about the NWA World's Heavyweight title and you talk about the United Wrestling Network, there are two names synonymous with it. You're talking, of course, about the Scrap Iron, Adam Pearce, and Colt Boom Boom Cabana.
That's right, in each of the matches of 7 levels of hate, the NWA World's Heavyweight title is on the line. Again, just making it such a unique situation. Different stipulations, title on the line, and of course, at the end, if Cabana is able to defeat Pearce in the series, Pearce will leave the NWA.
And folks, if you look at sheer wins and losses, maybe you say that Cabana has the advantage here, coming off of 2 victories in title matches against Pearce. First in which he won his first NWA World's Heavyweight title, and of course the recent victory to regain the title out of over Pearce. But this type of matchup, do you not think that the advantage is in the hands of the challenger, who we have proven he's Machiavelli-like? He is willing, the ends justify the means. He will do whatever it takes. This is his personal playground.
That's right. First blood match, you know, anything goes, as we're seeing right here. Both men have to be so careful about shots to the head in this matchup, or really, for that matter, shots to anywhere. I mean, if you are busted open at all, the match is over.
And referee Rick Knox is going to be there every step of the way, checking on both competitors. And you know what, though? Cabana seems up to the task. Cabana more of a technical wrestler. He'll beat you that way, scientifically in the ring. He loves to have a good time. But I didn't know if he's able to fight fire with fire here with Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, but he's doing just that. Sent him into the steps on the outside, into the bleachers, and now doing everything he can to open them up with these big right hands.
And of course, Cabana has to watch out of ringside. Stu Stone, Heather Lynn, they're there. You know, so many X factors in this matchup, potentially.
And when I look back to, look at this, biting. Any means necessary. There's no pinfalls. There are no disqualifications. There's no countouts. There's one way to win this match. Bust the other man open. Make him bleed.
And Cabana now, again, shot to the head. It appears taking a lot of shots to the head early on here in this matchup.
Look at that. Roll through. Normally he'd go for a pin, but in this matchup, just a transition into strikes. Nicely done there by Cabana, by the champion, going for the bionic elbows, trying to bust him open. Hasn't gotten it done yet. What is it going to take?
And Heather Lynn now getting involved, and you know that's what she's there for, TK. She's there to help her man, Adam Pearce. Again, so much at stake, and like you said, you know, Adam Pearce, very Machiavelli-like. The ends justify the means. He will do anything it takes to win this matchup. Anything.
Yep, gain power, gain the title, and gain the 1-0 advantage by any means necessary. There's been a lot of photo ops on this program.
What's with the photos tonight, TK?
I'll tell you what, though, Cabana getting an up close and personal look at those bleachers. And those are, you know, those metal bleachers. That could certainly get it done. And now biting. Returning the favor. Both men going to pull out all the stops. And in this best-of-7 series. How important do you think it is, Jeff, to get that early 1-0 lead, to take the first matchup?
Crucial, TK, crucial. Look at this. Adam Pearce, again, just anything goes here, huh, TK?
Well, whoever wins this matchup will have a chance to stop and smell the roses, at least for a while, because they'll have the 1-0 lead, as well as the NWA World's Heavyweight title. Over here, in our broadcast position now, they're going to take this thing everywhere. Dangerous matchup. We have to be careful as well. There's nowhere safe.
Yeah, like I told you when I was there during that contract signing, it was very nerve-wracking. Getting a little nervous being this close to the action, TK.
Fist into the post there. I don't know how much he'll get out of that right hand after that. And now, Cabana, those flowers might have thorns.
Well, you know, to capitalize on your point earlier, TK, about the crucialness, how important it is to win this first matchup. You know, first matchup, the momentum. To take a loss here, imagine if Pearce is to lose this matchup. He knows he is 3 matches away, not just from losing the series, but from leaving the NWA. I mean, such a psychological advantage to winning this first one.
Really is.
And if Cabana wins it again, that means he's 3-0 against Pearce. I mean, imagine that.
Big time momentum, but right now the challenger has everything going his way. Able to still utilize that right hand despite punching the post on the outside. Look at this now, Heather Lynn, what's she got?
Oh, the brass knucks, TK.
Oh, that could certainly get the job done. If he connects here, Cabana's gonna bleed. Pearce will be the champion. He'll have the advantage. Is it gonna be a flying fist? No, countered there by the champion.
It's the biggest disgrace in wrestling history.
An untrained actor wins most prestigious championship.
His involvement in wrestling hurt his career.
I want to clear my name and honor wrestling.
2 years ago, it's a heart attack. A year later, it's a death match. What does that mean for next year?
One last time, I have to really prove myself.
Pulaski Kirker sponsors this paid advertisement for legal services and is responsible for legal services. Attention! Have you or a loved one suffered from pigmentary maculopathy, which is a serious retinal injury, after taking the prescription drug Elmiron for interstitial cystitis or bladder pain syndrome?
Call 1-800-943-3072.
You may be entitled to significant compensation. In 2018, a researcher at the Emory School of Medicine linked Elmiron, a prescription drug that treats interstitial cystitis or bladder pain syndrome, to maculopathy, which is sight-threatening and can cause an abrupt change of vision, difficulty adjusting to dim light, and difficulty reading. If you were prescribed Elmiron and suffer from damage to your vision, call our law firm for a free legal consultation. You may be entitled to significant compensation. There are no fees unless we win your case and collect damages for you.
Call 1-800-943-3072. That's 1-800-943-3072.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and my passion has always been to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. TV has helped MyPillow become the amazing company that it is today. So my employees and I want to thank you with some of our best prices ever. Go to MyPillow.com right now and click on TV specials. You'll get deep discounts on MyPillows, mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regular $89.99 for only $29.99 with your promo code.
Well, Cabana, the champ, got a new lease on life there with that counter. This thing would have been over, you gotta believe. And what is Cabana gonna do now?
And again, both men this is a fight, TK. This is a war. You know, you talk about red, you talk about blood. You know, both men coming to this matchup, they're both seeing red. They both hate one another, but only one man will be wearing it at the end of it.
Well, and we talk about the history, and it's extensive between these two. Hold on, he's got the bell. Stu Stone pulled it from our table, hands it over to the challenger. If Pearce connects here, that will certainly bust open the cranium of the champion.
Dangerous situation. That ring bell definitely will do the job. Cabana finding strength to fight out of the situation, and now that bell, though, it's still in play.
Wow, this whole series, this matchup, a power struggle. That was a power struggle over the bell. Spinebuster. Nice move there by the challenger. You know, I was going to talk about, you know, the history between these two. You want to talk about 2 title matches ago between these two. The matchup that Pierce will never forget, the one that consumes him when he feels that Cabana took everything from him. Both men bled. Cabana bled first. If history repeats itself, Pierce will be the champion and take the 1-0 lead.
Great point, TK. Great point. Look at this. No, Knox. Cabana using Knox to stop Pierce from striking again with that ring bell.
Again, no disqualifications, anything goes. Everything can be used as a weapon, as a tool, and right there, Cabana utilizing the official. Cabana now has really got to try, and he's got the fans behind him, but is that enough? Is that enough to stop the power-hungry challenger here? Atomic drop. And again, you got to get your opponent in a compromising enough position to try and unwield something devastating enough to bust a moment. Huge right hand turns the challenger inside out.
And you see Rick Knox continuously checking both men, trying to see if there's any blood. Again, first sign of blood, TK. Match is over. And now Stu Stone not happy. Cabana has the ring bell. This could be it, TK. This could be it.
It could backfire in a big way. It was Stone. They introduced that weapon into this matchup.
Oh! Last ride clothesline by Pierce connects.
I talked about getting your opponent in a compromising position. That could certainly do it. That lariat, so devastating by the challenger. And I don't think that, you know, Cabana at this point, he's got to shake off the cobwebs. If Pierce can get his hands on a weapon, or maybe, talk about a weapon. How about the pile driver?
Might be looking to finish things off right here.
Counter though by Cabana. Thought he was going to go for the Billy Goat's curse, but slingshots him into the corner. If he had hit the post, that could have busted him over again. So many factors, so many weapons, such a dangerous match.
And now Stu Stone again involved. Stone has been a thorn in Cabana's side this entire matchup.
Almost cost Pierce there though. Big right hand. Now let's take Stu Stone home night here in Glendale Studios. But Cabana capitalizing, now stinging with those right jabs. Winds it up in the public, if you will. Bionic elbow. He's hit a series of them in this matchup, but has not been able to bust open the challenger yet. Flying apple on its way here, Jeff.
No! Referee Rick Knox. Bad situation for him, but good situation for the challenger.
Pile driver. How many people has he finished with that? And if this were a normal matchup, perhaps he could finish Cabana with the 1-2-3. But that's not what it's all about. It's about making your opponent bleed. And yeah, you talk about advantage with the referee being out. I don't really see how, because anything goes anyway, but the referee does have to be conscious to call a winner of this matchup if somebody bleeds.
That's right, but that pile driver did incapacitate Cabana, and now Pierce just laying down with the blows, and now again continuing to bite the forehead again. Both men desperately trying to make the other bleed.
It's come to this. It has come to this. This is so personal, so physical, and look at Pierce now. Oh man, what a mastermind. You know, he knows every shortcut, taking that turnbuckle pad, and of course, you know, if he exposes that, look at that metal ring.
Well, you talked about the post earlier, TK, but yes, the exposed turnbuckle, you know, that right there, again, another weapon that could be used to easily bust either man open, and it looks like Cabana is going to be that man wearing red.
And despite who wins the matchup here in this first stage, you see how physical this main event is, folks. How is either one of these guys? Oh, he hit that exposed turnbuckle as he cut. We got to get a good shot of this, folks.
Pierce just went flying. Oh my goodness, right into the buckle, TK.
Oh, that was a wide open shot, to be sure. And Cabana knows it. Talk about spilling blood in the water. And I do believe the challenger is starting to hemorrhage, and this is only going to bust him open wider.
Referee Rick Knox, so not here to see it. But yeah, it looks like Pierce is completely busted open here, but Knox not in position.
Repeatedly now into that turnbuckle. In steps in referee Rick Knox. He sees it. You see the crimson red on the cranium of the challenger, and Cabana out to the 1-0 lead.
NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Cabana.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services by Philip Georges. Do not stop taking prescriptions without consulting a physician.
Attention! The heartburn medication Zantac has been linked to cancer.
If you were diagnosed with breast, stomach, bladder, kidney, pancreatic, colon, or any type of cancer after using Zantac, call attorney Philip Georges and join the Wolf Pack.
You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
Call 1-800-553-2828. That's 1-800-553-2828.
If you're like 58% of Americans, you didn't go to college. Or you did, but never finished. Maybe it's the thought of a big, intimidating campus. At Independence University, all classes are held online. Maybe it's the thought of being alone in a sea of students. At Independence U, you'll get a personal support team to help you every step of the way. Maybe it's the cost of all those books and supplies. Online means no books to buy. We even give you a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate. Maybe your life doesn't fit typical college classes. At Independence U, our online college fits your schedule. Let's meet a few students.
Independence University held my hand through the process.
Don't be afraid to take the leap because it has changed my life drastically. Just take the first step and you can do it. If I did it, you can do it too.
At IU, there's no barriers to your degree.
Call 1-800-708-9169. 1-800-708-9169.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. John Roberts alongside United Television champion Dan Joseph. Now, we showed you already a little bit of the past when it came to the NWA World's title on our programming with Cabana and Pierce. But how about the present? In 2018, NWA World's Champion Nick Aldis, the national treasure, was on the Aldis Crusade defending the 10 pounds of leather and gold all across the globe.
Yeah, but we found him in this match in a triple threat, which means that he does not have to get pinned to lose this title.
Absolutely. He was defending the title against Josephus and Crimson. Let's take a look.
It's the matchup everyone has been waiting for. The NWA World's Heavyweight Championship is on the line in a three-way dance that, in all honesty, Johnny LaPlasto, this is going to be almost a handicap match for Nick Aldis.
There's no question about it. Right there is the violent savant himself, Josephus, and he's gesturing to the back.
He's just beckoning Crimson.
Whoa. Well, we've all seen what the spiritual advisor of Josephus has done. He's managed to mind control Crimson with the help of his spiritual advisor. I've never met the spiritual advisor. I've never heard her speak, but clearly she's telepathic. And like you said, Joe, these two monstrous individuals are now going to face the national treasure, Nick Aldis.
And there he is, the champ is here. Nick Aldis, the national treasure, able to crush his crusade, but now continuing on in his new quest to become the greatest NWA World's Heavyweight Champion of all time.
That's right, the 10 pounds of gold, the Aldis Crusade. But as much as I hate to admit this, I think the Aldis Crusade could be in serious jeopardy, Dan. He's got Josephus and Crimson staring daggers through him right now.
You said it earlier, it's a 2-on-1 match. If he wants to be the greatest, this is the opportunity to prove that.
And Joe, we've heard Josephus say one word, imagine. Imagine Josephus as the champion. Imagine Crimson as the champion. That could happen right now.
The kingdom of Josephus searching for greatness, for the 10 pounds of gold.
Crimson looks ready to fight.
He's very focused.
He looks so ready.
And who else is ready is Adnan Qureshi to give us the introductions to this historic match.
The following contest is a triple threat match for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. Introducing challenger number 1 from the Mojave Desert. He weighs in at representing the Kingdom of Josephus, weighing in at 280 pounds, Josephus. Introducing challenger number 2, also representing the Kingdom of Josephus, weighing in at 252 pounds, Crimson. And introducing the champion from the fighting city of Kingsland, England. He weighs in at 251 pounds. He is the reigning and defending NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, the National Treasure, Nick Aldis.
This bout will be for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. It will be contested under triple threat rules, meaning there are no countouts, no disqualifications, and the first fall will end the match. The champion does not have to be involved in the decision for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship to change hands. Do you understand the rules? You understand the rules? Okay, go back to your corner and wait for instruction.
Nick Aldis is in a tough spot here, but this is the battle for the grandest prize in all of professional wrestling. He has to be ready for anything.
I'm really interested to see what his strategy is going to be for this. I mean, it's basically, like you said, 2-on-1. If he goes hard and fast, he might tire himself out trying to take down both guys. But if he tries to take his time, eventually a number game is going to catch up with him. I don't know what he's going to do right now.
You're right, Dan. I think he has to be very elusive here because, Joe, Nick Aldis has been on an excruciating schedule. He's defended against Colt Cabana, Crimson already, Matt Cross, James Ellsworth, and Josephus. He's defeated both of them in singles competition, but he's never faced these two together.
Look at Josephus just waiting, picking his moment in the corner. Josephus has, his ring IQ is at Mensa levels.
Absolutely. I mean, Josephus is almost in a meditative state right now. But Crimson, the look in his eyes, it's so intimidating.
He's been burning holes through all this whole time. But you see, Aldis left the ring, and Crimson, he looks back to Josephus. He wants to see what the move is. This is great. This is great for them.
I mean, Dan, you have to agree with Aldis right now. Get outside the ring, and at least right now he's making Crimson chase him. That's probably his best option.
I don't know if that's his best option, because who knows what they're going to do. One of them decides to win. Oh, jeez, here, hold on.
Look out.
Oh, big arm drag by the champion. Plants Crimson center of the ring.
250-plus pounds there.
There it is.
Josephus waiting for his moment, and he is attacking.
Absolute brilliant brawler, Josephus.
And William Patrick Corgan, of course, scheduled this match, and we know he's not a massive fan of Josephus, yet he still made this match because Josephus did beat Tim Storm to earn it.
Nick Aldis, able to take down one, but then here comes the other one.
And of course, Aldis defeated Crimson in somewhat controversial fashion, which is why Crimson's involved in this match as well. Aldis has been a one-man army, but Crimson is a tank waiting to take him down.
He got caught, exploder suplex. Crimson into the cover, shoulders down. The NWA World's Heavyweight Championship is on the line. We have to take a break. We'll be right back.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Welcome back to the action here at Coastline Clash. The NWA World's Heavyweight title is on the line, and the National Treasure finally getting some separation from Crimson.
Oh my, taking him outside as you see Josephus still in the corner, biding his time. Aldis doesn't even give him a shot. What great quickness there, but Crimson, the numbers game catching up, Joe.
Oh, right into the steel, skull first into the post.
And Dan, this is where we said right from the outset, you have to deal with Crimson and Josephus both on the same page. That might be too much to overcome.
He's outnumbered. He's outnumbered against a guy that is, as in my opinion, as good if not better than him in Crimson. And then this smart genius of a ref. Look at this, picking his spots, and he's tough. Josephus, I think we're going to end up with a new champion today, boys.
Josephus has said his spiritual advisor has already envisioned this happening.
How do you argue against that?
I can't. I've never.
You can't argue against that. It's in the cards, baby.
Especially with Nick Aldis flat on the canvas as Crimson and Josephus picking him apart now.
And if Crimson does come out victorious, this would not be his first NWA championship. He held the Mid-American television title and the NWA Southern heavyweight title in the past.
Oh, Crimson's an awesome competitor all around. I mean, simply in his career from 2010 to 2012, he went undefeated for 470 days. Wow. Crimson knows how to get it done.
I mean, he's the definition of rock solid. We're talking 2 tours with Iraq, trained by Harley Race. Incredibly dangerous. Josephus chose the right man to mind control, if that's what you want to call it.
He's got the tools, he's got the talent. New champion.
It's almost like Crimson is Josephus' Manchurian candidate. He chose him, the spiritual advisor controlled him, and now he is just completely destroying Nick Aldis.
Shoulders into the midsection, driving the wind out of the champion.
Look, going back for wisdom and guidance from Josephus.
Oh my God. Missile drop kick on point. Crimson into the cover. And look at that. Josephus has absolutely no problem with Crimson getting the win.
I mean, look, at one point, Nick Aldis was in jeopardy of losing that title in China to Colt Cabana, but we've never seen him in dire straits like this.
Oh, look at this.
Is this it?
Whoa.
Is this it?
The champ doesn't need to be involved.
But Crimson doesn't want to pin Josephus. What?
I don't know if I agree with that move.
I'm incredibly confused.
Is he trying, does he want to just punish Aldis more? Is this the idea?
Crimson wants to prove a point. He wants to pin Nick Aldis.
But Crimson's supposed to do what Josephus tells him. Wait a minute.
Josephus realizing he's losing control of Crimson, stabbing him in the back.
What is going on here?
Who's to say stabbing? He might just be teaching him a little brotherly lesson, bringing him back into the fold. Okay, maybe not.
Crimson now fighting back, and things are starting to spiral out of control here as Aldis is still trying to recover outside the ring. Crimson wailing away on Josephus.
Josephus, the red alert spine buster, is it enough? No.
Almost a new champion, Aldis nowhere to be seen right now.
I do not think this is what Josephus had envisioned, as Crimson now is heading way up top, it looks like.
That's
cut him off at the pass. Josephus.
It's about to get dangerous here.
Very bad intentions.
Here comes
Nick Aldis back in the matchup.
Oh, boy. Oh,
jeez.
What a tower of doom that was. Aldis, all the strength he has left. Somehow sending Crimson halfway across the ring.
I know he's been double teamed basically, but this is his chance. This is the opportunity that Nick Aldis has been waiting for this entire match.
Look out! Full head of steam now. Nick Aldis with a second wind. Taking down the entire kingdom of Josephus.
That's all it takes to quickly turn the tide.
Ooh, runs into the back elbow. Oh, the power of Nick Aldis with the Michinoku driver.
Well, Crimson tried to go up top. Now it appears that Aldis is heading way up.
This is big. This could be it.
Drops the elbow, picture perfect into the sternum, hooks the leg.
That's got to be it.
Oh! Crimson saves the matchup.
But the question is, did he save it for the kingdom of Josephus or save it for himself?
Either way, this match continues. Sweet Charlotte on the line.
This has been absolutely unreal.
Whoa, hooking it. Hooking it.
Oh, Kingsland time.
Looking for that Kingsland Cloverleaf. He's got it locked in. Nick Aldis said at the beginning of our episode, someone's going to tap. Will it be Crimson? No.
Once again, the numbers game catching up to Nick Aldis. What a main event this is. The NWA World's Heavyweight Championship triple threat.
This off the shoulders. Oh! Double clothesline, center of the ring.
And there was such a huge build-up for this. We saw Josephus say his spiritual advisor told him to come back to Hollywood where his kingdom was made visible. But the question is, will that kingdom get some gold? Who will get to their feet first?
Whoa. Look at this! Former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Tim Storm! Tim Storm is here!
What is he doing here?
Jeez.
He's staring a hole through Josephus.
Josephus nearly ended Tim Storm's career after that brutal matchup.
Well, Josephus will never forgive Tim Storm because he lost 3% of his eye function.
Oh! Spear by Crimson takes out Josephus.
What is Tim Storm doing here?
Oh my God! Using Crimson as a weapon.
Here's the chance.
That momentum took Crimson all the way outside. Now he's looking for the Kingsland again.
Can he get it? Can he get it?
Fighting it.
Josephus is doing everything he can to fight it.
He is fighting this.
Oh, but he got it. It's locked in. It's locked in.
He is nowhere near the ropes.
Tim Storm yelling, tap, tap.
Look at him staring down Josephus. He tapped.
It's over. Wow.
Here is your winner, and still the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, the National Treasure, Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis has overcome insurmountable odds and remains your NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Hey folks, John Roberts from the United Wrestling Network, and boy do we have new and exciting things for you. We've got all kinds of brand new content for you that comes out every single week on The Push.
I'm the 3-time Arizona State champion, and I still want to make it a 4th time.
We dig into the vault for Heritage Hall.
Don't squander your opportunity.
Oh, wait, another low blow. Oh my God, he rolls him up.
Oh, not this way. The inside crane.
We're bringing you all kinds of new and exciting content every single week.
EJ was the one that took me to my limit, and he took my title, right? So I'm definitely not excited to see him, but I can't wait to get back in the ring with him and embarrass him again in front of his family.
So make sure you give us a follow at United Wrestling, at United Wrestling Network, and click that thumbs up, click the like, click the subscribe, because you never know what's going to come next.
If the coronavirus can cause this, or this, what's going to happen when the next crisis occurs? Will it lead to this? Or even this? What do you think? You think the next devastating economic event is going to be? And what do you think is going to happen to the value of paper currency? That's going to be worth a lot less, which means your savings, retirement funds, your IRAs, they're going to be less too. But you can protect yourself right now by calling Great American Gold. They can help you protect what you have by owning gold and precious metals, because when stocks go down, the value of gold goes up. Precious metals provide a safe haven when the world is in turmoil. You're going to be protected against market crashes, inflation, and world events. So call Great American Gold right now for a free consultation to get a free investor guide, free investor kit, and up to $3,000 in bonus medals too.
Call 1-800-593-1848, 1-800-593-1848.
If you suffer from everyday aches and pains, turn to the solution millions have trusted to help relieve pain for over 16 years. Omega XL is a powerful drug-free natural anti-inflammatory supplement. The secret is it's sourced from green lip mussels found only in New Zealand that are super rich with over 30 healthy fatty acids, shown in decades of research to reduce pain caused by inflammation. It's small and easy to swallow, potent and effective. Call or click now to get our special offer. 2 bottles of Omega XL, a $140 value for only $39.95. But you must act now.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. John Roberts alongside United Television Champion Dan Joseph, and it's time for our main event this week. We're going to go back down Arizona way, and we're going to see Nick Aldis, NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, defend the title against producer Peter Avalon. And Dan, this matchup, one of the biggest matchups in Arizona history.
The biggest matchup after months and months and months of producer Peter Avalon chirping at the champion. He finally got his opportunity, and he did not waste it.
Nick Aldis defends the NWA World's title against producer Peter Avalon.
Welcome back to the action. NWA World's Heavyweight Championship on the line. Home turf crowd, home field advantage for the challenger, producer Peter Avalon, in a big way.
Absolutely, Todd. You just heard the AZ Crazies. There's the bell. The matchup officially underway. The NWA World's Heavyweight Championship on the line in the world-famous Nile Theater. Dan Joseph, how you feeling, buddy?
I mean, this is exciting. I have been waiting over a year to see one of my favorites go up against another one of my favorites, PPA and the National Treasure.
Avalon got a little shot across the bow in recent action, victorious in a 6-man tag team match in which Avalon teamed with Ricky Starks and the Outlaw James Storm against world's champion Nick Aldis and the United Tag Team champs, the Soul Burners. So some important momentum for the challenger coming in to this title clash. Top wrist lock takedown, beautifully done by the champ.
Well, you got to wonder, Todd, and Dan as well, how much knowledge did Peter Avalon take from that 6-man match? How much did he learn by standing across the ring from Nick Aldis?
6-man match. I'm talking about the last year. We have been watching Aldis. We have been watching him have match after match against opponent after opponent. And if we've been watching it, you know that, man. Peter Avalon has been watching it, learning.
Fundamental thus far in this one. Nice reversal by Aldis.
Fighting through the strength of the champion is Peter Avalon.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine that Peter Avalon's been spending a lot of time with his video library checking out what Aldis has been up to over the last year.
Head scissors counter there by the challenger into the headlock, takedown, countered immediately. Square one for these two, and a great reception. AZ Crazy's loving the action thus far. Now, despite the words of Peter Avalon, it must be mentioned that the National Treasure didn't duck Avalon. There was a travel conflict, and that, of course, then ended up being the catalyst for what was an incredible heated rivalry between producer Peter Avalon and former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Tim Storm.
But we all saw how that culminated for producer Peter Avalon, how that ended at NWA 70. Not exactly the way that Nico Marquez and producer Peter Avalon had in mind. So hopefully, for Peter's sake, it'll be a different result today against the National Treasure when the NWA World's Championship is on the line.
Fireman's carry. Yeah, you might say that NWA 70 match left a bad taste in the mouth of Peter Avalon, but Avalon holds 2 victories over the former champ as well. Pace quickens here, Dan Joseph, and that might favor Avalon.
Yeah, you're watching that speed of Avalon. He's gone a lot of times, hold, gets a headlock, brings down the champ, but the champ using his power. Every time Avalon takes him over, it's not too much longer, the National Treasure reverses it. You just keep watching. Avalon's got to keep using that speed. Eventually, he'll catch something that'll really start working.
Dan, in the early moments of this matchup, this seems like almost like a bit of a feeling out process between these two.
Well, I mean, they've been looking at each other for over a year, but they haven't really been in there. Yes, the 6-man tag. Didn't spend a lot of time, not a ton in there together.
Well, they're both well-traveled veterans and professionals. You don't want to make a pivotal early mistake because you're into the cover, shifts the weight, because your opponent will absolutely capitalize and make you pay for it here. So keeping it rudimentary in the early going until perhaps you see that window of opportunity to really kick it into high gear.
And you know, Todd, you brought up an interesting fact earlier about how when the National Treasure was supposed to be here a year ago to defend the NWA World's title in his initial reign. That was the same year that he went to China for the first time and defended the NWA World's Championship. Since that time, Peter Avalon has gone on to China and defended championships and wrestled over there. So these two very much on a similar trajectory in their careers.
Would you be quiet for a second? Did you just watch Peter Avalon trading blows with the champ, going toe-to-toe and having the advantage?
Well, I just watched Peter Avalon damn near get decapitated by the champ.
That might be a losing proposition if you go toe-to-toe in a physical battle with that man, the National Treasure. Huge clothesline, and that might the first real big meaningful strike of the matchup. That's that window of opportunity we talked about. Advantage Aldis.
Ooh. We'll see the size advantages right here. Now that the pace has slowed down, you're looking at the power, the strength. Set him up, throw him where you want. Wow.
A lot of leverage behind that Irish whip, and the challenger just crumbling to the canvas.
Well, we heard it during the tail of the tape, about a 40-pound weight difference between these two competitors. You got to wonder how that is going to come into play. And, of course, also, you take a look at these two when they stand eye to eye. Aldis has about maybe a 2-inch height difference against Peter Avalon. That's also going to transfer to that arm reach as well, as you know, Todd.
No doubt about it. And, yeah, Avalon's going to have to get inside of that attack from angles. Both guys trading chops with the 10 pounds of gold hanging in the balance. A wild atmosphere here in Arizona. This crowd, the AZ Crazies as you call them, all kinds of fired up.
You heard him. You heard Avalon in the beginning. Before this match started, he wants all this. He wanted him here, and now he wants him here in Arizona. Not just for him, but for everybody that's been waiting for this match. He's fighting for more than just himself right now.
Oh, he's fighting for all the AZ Crazies here in the Nile Theater and all of them watching at home.
He's going to be fighting for breath after that, quite frankly. Another big Irish whip into the corner by the physically dominant National Treasure, who has had just a straightforward attack now.
You see, again, whenever Avalon's got the advantage, it doesn't take much, but the power and strength of the National Treasure able to reverse almost everything that Avalon's been throwing at him.
Nice vertical suplex there from the world's champ, and a kick out by the challenger.
Signature offense there for Nick Aldis. So effortless, he gets it into that one-arm lift, drops you down with that vertical suplex, and then lures you right back in. You know, it's frying pan fire. He'll go from high impact, and then he'll absolutely sap the strength. And this is going to try and take the crowd out of the equation as well. So smart heads-up move here by the champ.
Well, it seems, Todd, like the champ walked into this matchup with a game plan, with some marching orders for himself. You talked about it earlier, ice water in the veins. It could be just business as usual for the champ. It's going to be on the challenger to put him on his heels here.
Well, he's doing a good job of making Avalon fight his battle. A lot of strikes, a lot of hits, a lot of power in this.
The champion dropping down the knee, goes for the cover. Is that going to be enough? Not yet, but the champion in the driver's seat, throwing the challenger to the outside. This battle for the 10 pounds of gold continues right after this.
Attention, states are now requiring you to always wear a face mask in public. Stop wasting money on disposable masks you throw away every day. Introducing Copper Shape, the smart technology copper-infused mask that is reusable, machine washable, lightweight, and comfortable. Copper is one of the oldest, most effective antibacterial, antiviral substances on Earth. Now you can maximize safety while harnessing all the power of copper. Call or go online now and order your Copper Shape reusable face mask for as little as $9.99. They ship immediately from the USA. Copper Shape's breathable form-fitted design gives you all-day comfort with the properties of copper-infused fabric designed to fit everyone. To order, call now and get your own Copper Shape face mask for as low as $9.99, and the shipping is free. You can save over $30 with this special TV offer. Call now or go online at getcoppershape.com. They are not sold in stores, ships immediately, and are fully guaranteed. So call now.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services by Philip Georges. Do not stop taking prescriptions without consulting a physician.
Attention, the heartburn medication Zantac has been linked to cancer.
If you were diagnosed with breast, stomach, bladder, kidney, pancreatic, colon, or any type of cancer after using Zantac, call attorney Philip Georges and join the Wolf Pack.
You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
Call 1-800-553-2828. That's 1-800-553-2828. It's the biggest disgrace in wrestling history.
An untrained actor wins most prestigious championship.
His involvement in wrestling hurt his career.
I want to clear my name and honor wrestling.
2 years ago, it's a heart attack. A year later, it's a death match. What does that mean for next year?
One last time, I have to really prove myself.
And gentlemen, throughout the entire commercial break, I mean, we all saw it. The champion continuing to execute a game plan in control of the challenger all throughout the commercial break.
It's been stoic, it's been methodical, but it's been an attempt to take the crowd out of this thing, to just control, to use his advantages, size and strength. Those are tough numbers to nullify, and the champion knows it, and he's doing it to perfection at this moment.
Well, there's a reason that he's a two-time NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Nick Aldis knows what it takes to not only win the title, but retain it at all costs.
That size, that strength. He is making Avalon fight his battle. We haven't seen the speed come out of Avalon. We haven't seen any real tricky, nothing. It's been fighting, hitting, kicking, grabbing a hold and trying to wrench it in. That's Aldis all over.
Nice back elbow there from the challenger. Todd, that could be the moment he needs.
Oh, look out here! Uh-oh, Mag Daddy Driver. Mag Daddy Driver, little throwback, and only a count of 2 throughout his storied career. That was his go-to weapon of choice in the early stages. He's added so many levels since then, but he can catch you in a hurry and almost got the victory with it.
Look at that, immediately. Little spark from Avalon, immediately shut down by Aldis and then locked in, like you said, taking out Avalon, taking out the crowd, or trying to at least.
Well, magnificent of the National Treasure to dip deep into the playbook and pull something out from the past and utilize it right there.
And the bigger champion now, he allows himself to stay fresh. He did the damage with the Mag Daddy Driver, but then slowing the pace back down, but creating some distance right now is the challenger, who's got a whole lot of fight left, it would seem. Well,
too big. Too big is that champion.
Again, you know, we talked about it, a near 40-pound weight difference between challenger and champion. But look at Peter Avalon utilizing his agility. Beautiful drop kick there.
And utilizing the home field advantage. Now picking up the pace, dive to the outside. The National Treasure goes down, and he might go bankrupt here if Avalon can keep it up.
The crazies come to life here in the world-famous Nile Theater in support of producer Peter Avalon, PPA. Oh, dang, crossbody, a hook of the leg. We're going to crown a new champion, no.
Look at that. After the big dive to the outside, wasting no time as Avalon, right to the springboard, right to the crossbody, and now trying to end this. But look how big all this is.
Aldis able to counter out of that. Just so much strength, so much power after the springboard crossbody by the challenger. Attempted single.
Oh, wait,
grab,
inside cradle.
Inside cradle indeed. Nice reversal. Two great veterans going at it. Oh, my goodness, the human game of chess here for the 10 pounds of gold. You got to love it. Oh, really going to cinch it in now.
It could come down to a battle of submissions. Look at this. PPA with the golden arch locked in.
He's got that golden arch. Both champion and challenger well versed when it comes to submissions. The Kingsland Cloverleaf for Aldis, but the golden arch here on display by the challenger. He's really got to squat down and apply the pressure, though.
Look at that reach of Aldis. He's in the center of the ring and he's grabbing the ropes. Big, tall champion able to get out of that single leg crab.
Dan Joseph, at this point, what is it going to take for the challenger to walk away with the NWA World Championship?
Stay on him. Stay on him. There you go. Don't give Aldis a chance to breathe.
And to you, Todd Kennelly, what is it going to take for the champion to retain the 10 pounds of gold?
Well, this might do it right here. Tombstone pile driver. A little trick out of the playbook of the Dynamite Kid, one of Aldis's idols, and lays out producer Peter Avalon. Aldis loves to follow it up with the elbow. That's got to be what he has in mind. And now not going to a lock at this point, not slowing down the pace. Now the champion wants to finish this thing, drops the elbow to perfection. Gonna put it on ice. Not yet.
Don't pop the champagne yet. Aldis not able to put away producer Peter Avalon right there. And now look at this, disbelief in the eyes of the champion. He's probably wondering to himself, what is it gonna take to put away Avalon?
Aldis with that, two of his primary weapons, the tombstone, the elbow. He was not able to silence the crowd just yet, not able to shush the fight of his challenger.
Oh, what has the National Treasure got in mind here, Todd?
Well, he's kind of going into unfamiliar territory here, and this is maybe somewhat of an act of desperation. It goes to show you how seriously Aldis takes the challenger.
Oh.
Countering, though, now
Quick
is
as a
Avalon.
cat.
Superplex!
Quick as a cat is Avalon. And now, Todd, he's going up to the high rent.
Huge splash. 2.
Incredible hang time on that splash. Dan Joseph almost looked like we were in slow motion. He was up there for so long before coming crashing down, but the power still there for the champion.
Mean, you look at that. Shot after shot.
Oh, Martinez! There it is! New champion. History's going to be made in Arizona for the first time. No!
Peter Avalon is pulling out all the stops in this NWA World's Championship match.
But look at all this, too. His feet already. Look at the champ.
This has been a war of attrition. Caught again. I think he was thinking tombstone again, but fought off. Thwarted by the challenger. Nobody home there with that attempt from the top. Look out here, he got caught.
Oh no!
Oh, gonna take him on a one-way trip to Kings Lynn. Kings Lynn Cloverleaf is in.
Oh no, Peter Avalon in danger here of losing this opportunity. The champ in control. The NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Is he going to retain? Is the challenger going to tap?
No.
The size advantage. Avalon.
And the champion retains.
Winner of the match and still the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis.
Incredible gutsy victory for Aldis, who had to step into a hostile territory, and as we mentioned, business as usual. Let's take a look back at the action. The big splash, what hang time by the challenger, who came within an eyelash of making history, but in the end, he got locked into that Kingsland Cloverleaf, and there was nowhere to go.
You saw it was a tale of sizes. Avalon had the single leg and wasn't able to keep Aldis in the center, but that size advantage. As soon as Avalon got near the ropes, just dragged right back, dead center, nowhere to go.
And Aldis laid it all on the line. He pulled out every trick, and in the end, he was able to remain victorious and NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
Unbelievable, a thriller in Phoenix. The NWA World's Heavyweight Champion gonna escape with the 10 pounds of gold in tow, but he had to earn it.
Well, we promised you an exciting main event, and our sister promotion, Championship Wrestling from Arizona, definitely delivered with that NWA World's title match.
Sure did. And the announce team, they weren't that bad either.
Hey, you know, we do make a pretty good team. Why don't you come back again next week?
What you got going on?
Well, next week, Dan, we're going to take a look at a title that you know very well, the United Wrestling Network World's Tag Team Championships. That's right, Dan's a former United Tag Team Champion, and there are so many other great champions in the history of the United Wrestling Network. We're going to show some of those matches next week here on this program. Well, for current United Television Champion Dan Joseph, I'm John Roberts saying so long. We'll see you next week on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.